Good morning. This is Steve Gladys. It's Sunday morning. We have a message for you today. Uh, a number of years ago, I was getting my knee operated on. I had been a marathoner and all that comes with that. I'm laying on a gurney getting ready to go in, and an orderly came out and he started shaving my right knee. And I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm prepping you for the operation." I said, "It's my left knee." And he looked at me and he pulled out the chart and he said, "No, it says right here, your right knee." And he went back to shaving. And I said, "No, stop. Go, if you don't mind, please get the doctor and let's have a conversation." Of course, the doctor comes out and says, "Oh yeah, somebody made a mistake in the chart." And the young fellow shaved my left knee and the operation went fine. Um, but that kind of stuff happens all the time, not just with medical teams. It happens in law enforcement. I used to be in the FBI, SWAT teams. It happens with SWAT teams. It happens in business. Whenever you pull people together in an ad hoc way to work on an emerging problem, especially an important problem, things kind of fall apart. Because information, we're not used to. Airlines see this all the time with flight crews. Because we're not always working together, we don't have the ability that we have when we know each other's moves, like a good basketball team. Three things you can do to make sure that doesn't happen to you. And this work comes out of the work. This is an adaptation of the work by Hackman and Wageman from Harvard, who did a lot of work with emergency teams. Basically, it's this. First of all, think of the word pin, P-I-N. Pin, you got to be sharp. I guess maybe that's a great way to remember it. The P is the plan. What are we here to do today? What's involved? What's the goal? Just saying that thing. Hey, we're here today to work on this guy's knee, or we're here today to solve this business problem, and here's the company, and here's the profile. Just getting everybody oriented. This is a 10-minute meeting, by the way, or less. The second thing is introductions. Go around and introduce everybody, because you may not have worked together before. Talk about who you are, what you do. And also, if you have any specialties, that's a great thing to bring up at this point, because you never know when you're going to need them. For example, one of the nurses was an ER nurse who's now in the surgical suite. It's nice to know she has that skill. If somebody on a SWAT team is particularly good at a skill set necessary for that day, it's good to know what that might be. So introductions, who you are, and maybe what if you have a particular skill. And the N, the PIN, so it's plan, introductions, and then N, what are our norms today? In a surgical team, it might be if you see something wrong, say something right away. Some people are very intimidated by surgeons. Well, a good surgeon is going to tell you, I want to know what's going on if there's a problem at any time. So norms as if there's a list of norms, what are those norms that we're going to go by, we're going to live by in this emergency situation, in this tactical situation, whether it be surgical, whether it be business or whatever. So PIN, plan, what's the plan today? Let's introduce each other. And what are our norms for operating? If you do that, you're going to have very few problems in your emergency operation or your ad hoc committee operation. Thanks very much. This is Steve Gladys. Hoping you're well, and we'll see you next Sunday. Take care.